I'd just like to put across that 82% of 13 to 18-year-olds have been exposed to online hate. That is so high. And it's like, Harvey, if someone says something horrible to you, what do you think?
Say hello.
You don't like people being horrible. Harvey's a happy boy, isn't he?
Hooray!
And how much does Mummy love you?
So much.
Your mummy's baby.
Bear.
Aren't you? It's like he's so innocent, like, he might not answer it right. How old are you, Harvey?
14.
No, when's your birthday?
In 27th.
Of what?
May.
Yes, he's 14 in May, but he thinks he's 14 now.
Yeah.
But,
ask him, look, I talked to him.
ask him questions.
I talked to Harvey
People are
at the back,
scared of
and
him.
he's hilarious, right? And he's also incredibly bright. So, Harvey, what's your favourite train?
Gatwick Express.
Where does it go from?
To Victoria.
And what colour is it?
Red.
Yeah.
White. Blue. White. Black. With grey and grey and blue and
I want to finish it. Go on then, quickly finish it.
Blue door.
That's
Good
right.
man.
Well done.
Were you aware, girls, of what was going on at all? Do you remember any of that period?
No.
Nothing?
No.
We just thought that, oh, Mum was just not in a good mood today.
I used to kind of lock myself away in the bedroom, and as the girls have got older, and of course, you know, the stories that get wrote about me, I've been very open and honest with my two girls about my cocaine addiction. I've shown them the video, which is also to do with depression and bipolar. I use that as a way to keep me on my hyper level, because you have your highs and your lows, and there's no in between with me. I'm all or nothing. And when you have your hypers, I love my hypers, I'm excited, and I'm like 100 mile an hour.
She wants to do everything all at the same time.
Yeah.
Where it's just, she goes like, not crazy, but like in a good way, where it'll like be one, it'll snap.
Do you know the triggers? Can you now spot the triggers?
Yeah, immediately.
What are they?
Well, for example, if I get into the car after school, I'll get in as soon as the first thing I'll say, don't cry. First thing I'll say is, what's the matter? What's wrong today? But I'll know just by looking at her face that she'll be like down and she's just having a sad day, and it'll be the way Mum just like acts. You can tell.
And do you find that sometimes hard to deal with? Like sometimes do you ever lose your temper with her or say, "Come on, you know,
Sometimes.
Do they?
You're ruining the dress.
I know, it's just, you know, as my girls have sat here on national television, you know, they've seen a lot, and I'm so grateful that, you know, they turned out amazing, and I'm so proud of them. And I'm so proud, you know, that they feel strong enough and confident enough to come on TV and make this illness, you know, make awareness of it.
You know, I lost my brother when I was 10. He was the youngest Brit to reach the summit of Mount Everest. He died when he was 22. And he lives on in our family. You know, we celebrate his birthday every year. And it's tricky, you know, whenever you feel like giving up or whatever, you think about them and how they wouldn't have given up. He was such a brave young man.
Yeah.
That often, you know, you find the strength to continue with something that you might find tricky by thinking of him.
He will never grow old. You know, age will never wither him.
Yeah.
So his memory will be kept, in such a heroic place.
He's quite literally on top of the world, so.
Literally. But how do you live up to that, Spencer? And do you find there's extra pressure on you because you talk so fondly of your brother? Do you feel like, you know, we've all made mistakes in our lives. We've all messed up. You're sitting on a brilliant panel here. We could talk all day about that sort of thing. But do you find it extra hard because of how wonderful your brother was?
I suppose so. I mean, he's a very tough person to live up to, but just try and treat every day kind of as he would. You know, we've always been fond believers of hard work. We've always all worked hard in our family. Mike was very successful when he died, and just, you know, try every day to be more like him, I suppose.
Yeah.
Katie, you were saying today you've had a termination, haven't you?
I have, yeah, and I'm not proud of it, but it's one of them things. There's no easy way to talk about abortion. Even with Harvey, I went 3 times to abort him, and I didn't actually go through with it. I actually sat there with the cloak on in the clinic. You're with all the women, and you're like, you all know what you're there for. And then I thought, I just can't do it. I can't 3 times. And then in the end, I thought, do you know what? I'm young, because I didn't know what was going to happen in my career and stuff. I thought, do you know what? Stuff it. I'm earning money. I wasn't with the guy. And I just thought, you know, I'm going to take the risk and do it. So I did do it. I mean, I didn't do it. I carried on having Harvey. And that was brilliant. I'm glad I did. But, you know, the abortion things, you know...
Did you get any kind of help through that? You know, because you're supposed to get some kind of counselling, and of course you're supposed to get 2 signatures for any doctor to approve an abortion.
All I remember is they talk about why you want it and they scan you, and I think that's bad as well when they scan you, because if, like, you don't know if you want to do it or not, they scan you, and if there's a heartbeat, you know, which in a way is good because it should make you realise, is this really what you want? You get a lot of women who are pressured by men who want to have abortions and not necessarily the women who want to do it. It's such an open thing. There's just so many reasons why some people do and then they don't.
The George leaving thing, was that a big thing for all of you?
Of course. Yeah. I mean, we were together for, what, 4 years?
4 years,
you know,
right,
you know, you spend, you know, Casey knows what it's like in a band. When you're in a band, you spend so much time in each other's pockets. So when 25% of your kind of career for the last 4 years kind of disappears, it is quite a sort of tough time. But then, you know, this is why we feel that...
Did you know it was coming?
To be fair, if you're in a band, I mean, surely the whole thing is that one of you may want to go off and do something like that, and you know that from the beginning, 100%. So it can't have been too much.
And I think it was, and George was a soloist before. Do you know what I mean? He added to the group, so we knew our dynamic as a 3 was already solidified from before. But you get used to when you turn up to things, seeing each other, and you're like, oh my God, this is different. It's maybe not. It's not worse, it's not better, but it's different. And changing your life is something that it takes time to get over and to come to terms with. And
I mean, you know, the 4 of us haven't done a show like I'm a Celebrity to Get Me Out of This. We don't know what it's like when you come out of a show, but I understand that your headspace is going to be a little bit different than the 3 of ours were, and that's clearly what happened. And, you know, he wanted to sort of spend time on doing his own thing, and he wasn't prepared to kind of put in complete 100% commitment that we needed to move forward, I guess.
I'm 46, I've got a busy life, I've got 2 kids, and I'm very lucky to have all of that in my life. And I've had, you know, in my younger days, a fantastic sexual life, but recently, I feel like I love my husband. I'm the most amazing man in the world. I've 11 years, been married to him. But lately, I just find I'm not interested. I just don't want to do it.
So you haven't gone off him, really? It's
not
just
at all.
Your sexual desire is gone.
That's right. I absolutely haven't gone off him because we cuddle up and watch TV and I love all of the cuddling and stuff. But when it comes to sex, I'm finding that I'm making excuses. Like, oh, I'm really tired. And it starts at 6 o'clock in the afternoon.
Really tired.
I got to that stage where I actually said to my husband, you're going to be really shocked that I said, look, I'm just not in that place. If you really want to go with somebody else, just go and... I know.
Did you?
Because I wanted to make him happy. Because I want to make him happy.
He wouldn't do that.
And oh God, he's going to kill me for talking about this on national TV. But I just want somebody, if they're feeling like this, that they're not alone.
How did you feel when Sarah first said to you that you could sleep with someone else? When you had that conversation?
To be honest, I was pretty devastated. For her, really, to think that she would even think that she needed to say something like that to me, because it's something that I would never contemplate doing, I never think about doing. And, you know, the idea for me of, you know, what people talk about as an open relationship is, well, that's just not for me, it's just nonsense. So I felt really troubled, I felt heartbroken that she'd got to such a point, really, such a low point, that she felt the need to say something like that. The hardest thing for me has been the just facing the press reaction, the way that it was twisted and very quickly turned into suddenly I'm splashed on the front pages of papers. And the presumption was, or the insinuation was, that I was in this open relation environment, and it's complete nonsense. I would never, ever contemplate being in that sort of relationship. We've got a really strong relationship. I adore her. She's fantastic. You know, she's my best friend. You know, there's nothing happening to our relationship at all.
Can I tell you, I mean, just on a sort of a light note, but my mum's in Kashmir at the moment, and this news has gone worldwide. Kashmir is the remotest part in the world, and I got a phone call, and I had Saira. I said, yes. She went, you talking about sex on TV? You talking about sex on TV? And I went, no, Mum, I'm talking about I don't have sex on TV. And then she went, good. Good.
I could watch these all day. And if you could too, why not click here for even more official compilation videos. And remember to subscribe so you never miss out on extra Loose Women action.
I had surgery here, which took this, and believe me, there was a pint of fat that came out of there.
Lovely. Now, obviously, Casey, you've had surgery, you know, it's well documented.
Yeah, no, definitely. I've had surgery and I don't mind talking about it. But a facelift is completely different to, like, obviously what I've had